Welcome, my friends, to the 7 Circles of Hell.
Or what's more commonly known as the Italian non-EU transfer system. And breathe. Greetings and salutations, my friends. Welcome to... I've forgotten. I'm just going to admit it, I've forgotten. Episode 14 of The Journeyman. And today... Oh, my friends. So we've had summer transfers, haven't we? Yeah, we've done, summer transfers. There's been a few ins, a few outs, a couple of issues, maybe. If you follow me on Twitter, if you don't, what are you doing? Loki Doki GG. Yeah, at Loki Doki, I mentioned that this was going to be a rant. I just don't have the energy for the rant. I'm just going to explain what happens. So, Steve Brown, goalkeeper extraordinaire, England goalkeeper. And Lobo, Argentinian prospect striker, all tasty, right? We signed them beginning of last season, didn't we? That was nice. Okay. Oh no, non-EU rules. Oh, what the fuck's going on? I don't understand. Blah-de-blah-de-blah. Can't register them. What should we do? Okay, January window comes around. Okay, managed to loan them out. One of them to Juventus, hilariously enough. Okay, to the end of the season. Brilliant. Right, all good. The plan is not to sign any more non-EU players and just so I don't even have to think about it. Okay, good plan. All right, we signed the 2 that we bought last season. All good. No, of course not. That would make logical sense, Loki. What are you thinking? Neither player could be registered for hilarious reason. I'm angry. I don't want to get angry. I just want to move on from this. Believe, let it go. So I loaned them out, didn't I, right? To the end of the season. So they came back at the start of the season, start of pre-season, and I couldn't register them. So I was looking through why. And the reason why is because when you loan somebody out, they return on the 1st of July. Let me see where I'm going with this now. But they have to, if you want to register somebody that you signed last year, they have to be at your club on the 30th of June. And even though, and I sort of, it suddenly dawned on me with about a week before that time was due to hit, and I suddenly dawned on me that actually that might be the case. As ridiculous it is. So I tried to recall them. I couldn't recall either, even though I had the option to recall. Okay, good. And so couldn't register them again. So we've sold them. Okay, we're gonna. This episode is gonna be the last one. We've sold them. We'll hear no more about it. Okay, let me take you through the transfer we've actually made. Forgetting that shit, we've made some extraordinary signings. Some good signings. Some very good signings. I'm very happy with our transfer window, minus the shit show that is non-EU. So let's go through the outs first and sort of take you through the story of the transfer window. Obviously, striker, somebody for Belletti was basically what we were looking for. Stronger options up front. So Immobile retired, 60 grand a week, thank you. And B-Roy retired, 20 grand a week, thank you. Random free. Caravan left for an initial £5 million going up to 6.5 million. I don't mind him. He's pretty decent. He's never going to be exactly superstar. So we kind of sold him for what we bought him for, really. It just wasn't needed. He's on a relatively high wage. No, that's a lie. I think he was only on. No, I just lied. I'm sorry. We also sold Jan Emmers, who was out on loan last season. He was just bought in as cover. We never really needed him, so we loaned him out, and then we sold him for 3 million. But that's a cheeky little pickup there. I'm quite happy with that. And then we sold Passarello, who was a youngster that was never going to make it. Just sort of palmed him off, really, going up to £1 million. So Juan Martin Lobo. Don't look at him. Don't look at him. He's worth 17 million. We managed to get 11 million pounds for him, so we've paid him. We got the loan move. That was 1.3. So we've made profit off them. So that's good. Eduardo Motta, another youngster that never really made it. Steve Brown, we sold for 9.5 million, going up to 14 million pounds to Arsenal. Look how good he is. Look how good he is. Right, we're not. Let's leave it. So hopefully, I think he's going to be. Looks like he's awful. Looks like he's going to be Arsenal's first choice goalkeeper. So hopefully, we'll get the full. It's basically if he plays 50 games, we get another 2 million. If he plays 5 international matches, which he is England goalkeeper, so that's good. He'll get that. So that's all good. Another crappy went. Perezzi also left us. He was the sort of third, fourth choice striker last season. He left us. Just didn't really do it. He scored those 4 goals, I think, really quickly, and then just did absolutely nothing since then. So I'm quite happy to get rid of him for a little bit of money. We also sold Jerry. I'm sorry to my Finnish friends, but he's just too inconsistent. I mean, he sold him for £10 million, going up to 13 million. He's doing superbly for Newcastle in the Championship. I think that's kind of his level, sort of bottom end of the Premiership, sort of top of the Championship level. He's a good player, but just too inconsistent for me. And then we got rid of Oliveri. And then the big one. I didn't plan for this. This was much nearer the end of the... See, I kind of like to do all my business nice and quick, get it all done, get the team settled, team cohesion, tactics, all that good shit. And then Real San Sebastian, who seem to have come in a shit ton of money... Are they in Europa League? Okay, they're just doing really well in the Spanish league. Kept coming in for him, and the price was rising, and it was rising. I was like, at some stage, I can't turn this down. And remember, we're still in financial shit. So when they came in for 20 million, I was like, okay, I'm going to put a ton of add-ons and really milk it for all it's worth. And we eventually sold him for 26.5 million up front, possibly going up to 37.5 million. And he's a good player. He's not like a world beater. He's 24. He's a good player. He was superb decent for us last season. Decent profit, I have to say. So that sort of changed the game, really. So let me talk about who we bought in. Now, this guy, he's non-EU. We did this before we decided the ban, okay? We signed him halfway through the season on a freebie. We're going to do basically the same. I'm going to keep him 6 months and sell him. I know that I could do this regularly and make money, but that's not how I like to play the game, sort of buying and selling players to make money, just purely for that. But with the non-EU thing, if I was going to plan him to loan him out and then play him next season, but that's probably not going to happen either, so I'm just going to fucking sell him off in January. Until then, he's on 40 grand a week, but he's a very good player. Disappointing. So next up, we've got a brand new left back, and his name is Jesper. Connor up, and he is a 21-year-old Danish international, and he looks very, very good. I really love his physicals. I think he's going to improve to be a very, very good player. Picked him up for £8 million up front, going up to £10 million from Bromby. All hail Daniel Agger, the legend that is. I think he could be a very, very good left back. Next up, we've got Paolo Postorino, who is a centre back option. I saw this guy, and it was he was dirt cheap. He was transfer listed, I think, or just available cheap for 1.8 million. And he's a very decent player. He's not like a Weinhofen, but he's another Italian player that looks very decent. More of a backup option. We saw in the last episode where Jean-Claude Van Damme was joining our team. He's here. He's settled in. We played a couple of games. I'll take you through them as well, just because I need to get transfers done. Next up, we've got Gianluca Mancini from AC Milan, 3.8 million. Another Italian centre-back. This is where we've strengthened, you see. Basically, centre-backs and strikers is where we've spent most of our money. Apart from one big one. This is probably my favourite signing, and I think this guy could be a bit of a legend. His name is Gianluigi Diogianni. I think I'm just going to call him Luigi. Sorry, mate. There, right. So we signed Luigi from Juventus for 5.5 million, rising to 6 million, and he is a striker option. It shows how good Juventus are. If this guy they can just palm off for 5 million, it's yeah, just let him go. This guy looks superb. 24 years old. He's got 1 cap for the senior squad in Italy. 4.5-star potential. Already valued at £11 million. He's a good all-rounder. He's got a good header. Needs to work on his jumping reach, but I'm going to be playing him as an advanced forward or the poacher role with Belletti playing the target man anyway. But he can fill in as a backup, and he just looks a very, very good player. So I'm excited about this guy. Finally got the good striker option. Now, this one's an interesting one. His name's Albert, and his name's Albert Rita. And he's from Basel, and he's Spanish. Yes, Spanish. It cost me a lot of money, and you look at him going, okay, looks like a decent midfielder. No, he's going to be a right back, because I always like right back with 8 tackling, because they're my favourites. No, the reason is, it was really hard to get a really attacking full-back option, and so basically I was like, forget the positions, I'll just look at attributes and find what I want to do, which is I want them very attacking, I want them good going forward, all that good stuff. It's got 20 determination. You can still improve a bit. Teamwork vision is really good, great passing, tries killer balls often, places shots, come deep to get the ball, dictates tempo, runs with the ball often. And he's going to play right back. So we're teaching him the position. He's valued at 15 million. We picked him up for 10 to start with. He's already got 3 assists in the 3 games we've played. Loving life. Next up, we've got Kasper fucking clue. Here's a central midfielder option. Basically, he's just a filler, a squad filler. He's actually pretty decent, but we're not planning to play him too much. It's just because we have a very small squad. Then we've got Michel Gobbo from Real Madrid, another sort of central midfielder, sort of filler rotation option. And then we've got Thomas Delaney from Newcastle. 34 years old. Yes, 34. One for the future. But he's very, very good. Look at his stats for a central defender is absolutely superb. His physicals are still holding up. For a year or so, he will be superb. We can also play him in that ball-winning midfielder role. So he's very versatile. These were the 2 guys, Thomas Delaney and Ivan Ordets, that I picked up basically to replace Wijnhof. And I thought I'll get 2 oldies in. So we got 1.4 million for Delaney, and Ivan, the terrible, is 33. But again, superb stuff. His physicals are holding up well, so I actually think these 2 guys, bit of experience at the back. One thing I didn't notice, and there was a very large moment of panic, was that Ivan Ordets is non-EU. But it was fine to register him. He was easy, just straight away. Just, do you want him? Yeah, fine. So he's non-EU, he's straight in. I don't want to talk about it. Okay? It still hurts, damn it. It's still real to me, damn it. Okay, so, start of the season, we played 3 games, I think. Belletti's been injured at the start of the season, but he came on as sub last game, scored a hat-trick when he came on as a sub. So he seems up for it this season. Let's have a look at him just to see how he's developing nicely. Still only 20 years old. Still getting for another 5 years at least. Right. So transfer-wise, spent 36, made 68. Look at that. Once again, I am a financial genius making £31.5 million profit. So let's look at all that money in the bank account. Got no money in the bank account, have we? The wages has gone up a little bit, about 80 grand a week, but we're still under our wage budget. We still got no money. It's a good job I sold Wijnhof. Imagine if I hadn't have sold him, it would have been horrific. A lot of the transfers we did out are paid over monthly, so hopefully we shouldn't make too much of a loss each month. Maybe even a profit. No, let's not go profit. So let's look at what we've done so far. So friendlies, all good. James Ward-Prowse's testimonial, apparently. Good. He's a big fan of Lazio. And then we played a bunch of friendlies. Then we played Bologna in the first Serie A game of the season. We drew 1-1. Connor Up was sent off on his debut. Good. But the new guy, Luigi, the striker, scored the goal. We then played Chivo. I know I'm pronouncing all these wrong, but, suck it up. Ristic, the left-back stroke, the central midfielder, Jean-Claude Van Damme, Chris Gollo, and Alvanini getting the goals, spreading it around. Lovely. And then Pescara, Thomas Partey, ain't no party like a Thomas Partey. He's still hanging on. We seem to be getting a lot of offers from America at the moment, but no, we're going to keep him for at least another season. And then Belletti came on for the second half, got a hat-trick, and then just went off like, yeah, cheers, boss, I'm off. So today, you'll have seen, if you're studying it, we are playing in the Europa League. Let's look at the group. We've got Dynamo Kiev, Hoffenheim, and Luzern in Switzerland. Dynamo Kiev, let's have a look at them. So they are the perennial runners-up of the Ukrainian Premier League. So last couple, they've just been dipping a little bit, third and second, basically, for the last 10 years almost. So they look like a decent team. I like looking at their key player just to get a rough guess. Oh my God, actually, he's quite good. Okay, I wish I hadn't looked at him. Okay, I thought they were going to be shitter than that. Next up, we've got Hoffenheim. Again, or sort of Bundesliga also rans. We are mid-table pretty much for the last 15 years. And then last season, heady heights of 5th. So, and they're rich. Okay, all German teams are rich. But, oh my God, that's... Don't go back and look at that. Right, okay. Please let this team at least be shit. Right, here we go. So this is Lucerne. Where did they finish? 3rd, 6th, 5th last season. 5th in the Swiss Super League. I'm sorry, Switzerland fans, but we should be able to beat them. Let's have a look at their key player. If he's like £40 million, I'm just going to cry. David Pope. He's 4.6 million. It looks like... Cheeky scout report. It looks like a decent... Okay, so not an easy group, then. Annoyingly. Oh, that's a fucking ball ache, isn't it? Right, so let's get on to today's game. We are playing our first... Is it Dynamo Kiev first? No, it's Hoffenheim first. In Germany. Lots of people have said in the comments, most people were kind of in agreement with me, which was stay for another season, see how we do in Europe, and then once we're knocked out of Europe, just keep an eye on the job market. I think pretty much all of us want to go to Germany at this point, but apparently nobody in Germany gets sacked or leaves, ever. There's only ever been I've been looking for over a year, and there's only ever been 4 clubs that maybe have come up that I could actually go for. Right, so today, my friends... Hopefully, we can get this Europa League group done and dusted so we can play Harry Owen, but actually it's a very difficult group. So we're going to go Belletti and Luigi up front, Van Doom just behind them. That's quite a scary front three now. Chris Kohler, the youngster, Lundberg and Partey in the central midfield, Connor up and Rita on the flanks, and Ivan Ordez and Mancini at the centre-back. I'm just going to keep playing about with these centre-backs. Actually, Ochner's back from it. He's not quite fit. Okay. I'm going to play about with these centre-backs and see if we can find a perfect partnership, basically. Everybody's on a clean slate. Prove to me you're worth it, yeah? You slags. I've selected 5. Oh, God, because it's different. Can we not just make a rule where everywhere in the world has 7 subs? 7 is a good amount. It works for everybody. I just need to make sure that there's a striker on the bench, basically. There, done. Yes, I know there's 5. So yeah. Right, are we playing away from home? Probably should have checked this stuff. It would have been important. It's fine. Okay, come on, boys. I want a good start. To our campaign in Europe. We're just going to humped 4-0 and then just immediately resign and look for another job. Okay, let's send a draw. I'll take away draw. Away draw, beat them at home. That's fine by me. So these guys in Hoffenheim are up there with our toughest teams. They've got a Wolf up front. Okay, well, he looks decent. On loan from Bayern Munich. Oh, Jesus, come on now. Right, okay. We haven't changed anything with the tactics. We're still going with it. Got faith. Let's just keep their morale as high as possible. Let's do it. Come on, boys. I want to see a good result here. I think that's basically the plan. As we see how we're getting, what we'll do is start playing this season. We'll see how we're getting on in Europe. So if we get through the group stage, we'll continue and stuff like that. But if there's nothing really happening in the league, if we're going to be battling for another 5th, 6th spot finish, then as soon as we're out of Europe, I think we look to bail. I don't want to do another season in Italy. Italy, fuck yourselves, right? I like Lazio. I hate Italy. Not the people, just the transfer rules. It's stupid. I'm not bitter. Right, Partey, can he play it out to the right-hand side? There's space there. Rita dinks it into with the left peg. Van Doom! Yes, Van Doom! That's it, boy! First of the season. Get in there. We need to get off a good start. I want to play Harry Owen. I think Harry Owen can play in the Domestic Cup this season, I reckon. I think that's... and the odd sub appearance when we're 3-0 up. But I think the new strike partnership of Belletti and Luigi, I think, will be pretty sensational, hopefully. And we have decent backups now with the likes of Harry Owen and, what's his face, Van Dam. Right, Luigi floats one in. Near post, flicked on. Oh, Mancini, what a goal that is. That is a superb header. Gianluca Mancini. Could you sound more Italian if you tried, mate? Oh, somebody's dead. Oh, Jesus, somebody is dead in the penalty spot. Luigi, look at this for a great head. Look at he attacked it like a maniac. Superman. That was amazing. Right. 2-0 up. And we are destroying them. Lundberg's been booked, so we'll take him off at half-time. There's no point in risking anybody at the moment. We've got a bit more squad depth this season. This is what I'm happier about. And hopefully this is what will stop us from having a shit end to the season. I do like having small squads, but last season was too small. Right. It might be the same actual size this season. It might not be any bigger, but the actual backup players are better. Okay? Just in case somebody says, no, actually the same amount of players. It's a stronger squad. Okay, we don't want him to score right on half-time. Just lunge him. Okay, just run past him. That's fine. That's goal, isn't it? That's goal. Oh, my Lord. Rodriguez has missed an absolute sitter. Thank you very much, sir. Check is in the post. Right. We'll take Lundberg off for Gobbo, the loan signing. Anybody else? No. Carry on, my friends. Carry on, you beautiful people. I hope everyone had a wonderful weekend. I just got a few bit of housekeeping to do. Patreon. We've had a bunch of new people on Patreon. Thank you so much for that, guys. I did note it on my Motorsport Manager videos, but I know not all of you watch it, so I thought I'd tell you guys here. Go on. Yes, Luigi, get in there. We are going to have to sign a striker called Mario at some point. So I'd just like to say a massive thank you to Benny J, Liam Telfer, Michael Weir, Andrew Moffat, I think, which I think was a Patreon before. Either it's bugged or it's got weird or something, but thank you again. No harm in mentioning you twice. And Graham I can't even read my own writing. What the fuck does that say? It looks like Arthur, but then it goes off weird. I'm going to go with Arthur. It's like a doctor's handwriting. Thank you very much, guys. I really do appreciate it. It's so amazing. The support is ridiculous. And all the people that have tweeted me pictures of their mugs. The next batch of 50 will be going out on Wednesday, I think, probably. So thank you, guys. I really do appreciate it. Fucking ridiculous. I don't deserve it. I fully don't deserve it. Right, we've got some cardage issues here. Let's just take off everybody's yellow carded, because 10 men's no fun, is it, for anyone? Right. I'm going to talk about this in my ramble tomorrow, but I just wanted to say, I've just started watching Game of Thrones. It's quite good, isn't it? Game of Thrones is... No. Game of Thrones... They're going to score. I just feel like they're going to score. Yeah. Come on, boys. Counter. Game of Thrones is one of those series I knew I was going to love when I started watching it, but I am a binge watcher. I much prefer watching a bunch of episodes rather than one a week or whatever it is. So I sort of left it for a while and thought I'd binge watch, and now I've left it for ages because I never had the time to just do it. So me and the missus watched we watched the entire first season of Game of Thrones. No spoilers. Game of Thrones last weekend, and it was as superb as... Oh, don't concede it. Oh my Lord, look at that punt over the top. Oh my God, look at that shot. Okay, they're just going long ball. That's probably all we need to do, really. Be more disciplined. Don't have to go so short. Don't have to play out the defence. We'll do that. Stop punting it over the top. Right, see it out, boys. Stop with the yellow cards. I've got to be more disciplined on. It's a decent ball in. Right, that'll do. That'll do, boys. Ooh, they're a good team, right? They are a decent team. I'm not just making it up. They are actually a very good team. And we've just kind of dicked them, really, to be honest. No clear-cut chance, I suppose, so it could be a little bit lucky. But 5 half chances, 61% possession, 22 shots. We just definitely deserve the win. All right, just blow up, ref. Put them out of their misery. Come on now. Pleased. Very, very pleased, my friends. There we go. We are top of the league, so we are top of the league. We are top of the league, so we are top of the league. 310. Oh, we're going to need this money as well. This is going to be important to us. This is going to keep us afloat. Connor up already looks like a sensational little purchase. 21 years old at left back. I'm very, very happy. I wanted to get some more attacking left backs. He needs to work on his attackingness, but I think he's got everything else. And Albert Riera's just, look at that, 5 assists in 4 games. What can you say about that lad? Did cost me a lot of money, but well worth every penny. Van Doom's got a pay rise up to £145,000 a week. He might be the next to go just because he's too expensive to keep hold of. But he's quite good at football. So we might try and keep him a while. There we go, guys. Hope you enjoyed the episode. We will have no more talk of Steve Brown. I've renamed the goalkeeper. So if you're wondering who the goalkeeper is, Prince, that's still not Steve Brown. And the other guy, Kojukaru, is not Steve Brown. Yeah, you with me? We've got rid of all trace of him from our team because fuck himself. Right, thank you very much for joining me, guys. If you did enjoy it, please do leave a like, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you for the next episode. If you want, you can say how far we're going to get in the Europa League this season, right? We've only played one game. It's a tricky group. I'm going to say we get to... I'm going to be optimistic. Semi-finals. I'm going to say we're going to get to the semi-finals of the Europa League. There you go. Let me know what you think in the comments below. See you in the next one, boys. Bye-bye.